Hey folks, Rick Berube here, another Facebook Live on this June 28th. Today I want to talk about, doing it right from my phone today. Today I want to talk to you about the market shift. Okay, the market shifting a little bit. Okay, but I would use the word opportunity as far as what's happening right now. I'll give you an example. All right, so a lot of agents, let's see, we've had the two best years in real estate. A lot of agents have. People have money saved. People have, they've just been doing well the last 2 years financially. And I think a lot of people, when the market starts to shift, get a little concerned, might coast a little while. I would not do that. I would take it as an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you, the proactive agent, okay, to really build an incredible pipeline right now. All right. Like, for instance, there are more expired listings. All right. Brand new expireds, old expireds. Someone asked me this morning, what's the definition of an old expired? To me, it's 30 days or later. I would go back in 30-day increments, call them. Hi, this is Rick with Berkshire Hathaway. I see your home was on the market a while back, didn't sell. I was calling to see when you plan on getting it back on the market and getting it sold this time, which is a great question, right? So, and then follow the script. So, expireds new, expireds old, great source. FSBOs. The market's changing. Inventory's climbing. Look, I did a little video this morning. This company, Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, all right, the Nevada, Phoenix, Central Orange County, the desert of California. Those are our four markets, okay? We have a few more active listings now than we actually do pending. That's the first time in 2.5 years that I've seen that. At least two. I didn't go back past 2 years, so it's at least two. It might even be a little bit more. So all these things for sale by owners need you, or at least they will find it easier to believe they need you because it's going to take longer. The media over sensationalizing. The world's falling apart. The sky is falling. I mean, it's all kinds of crazy stuff. Just turn the TV on. As a matter of fact, don't. That's even better. Don't turn it on. Just do the things we're going to talk about today. Just listed, just sold. There's a lot of people who think the market has peaked. It's not going any higher. As a matter of fact, it might go the other way. All this equals massive opportunity if you're looking for the opportunity in it, not the problem. You can find a problem, you can find an opportunity. You'll both be right. All right. So I would not recommend you do that. Okay. All right, so now the question is, so you're taking more listings and you're doing more activities. Like I said, look at the 5 categories for me are expired listings, your sphere, for sale by owner, okay, just listed, just sold, you can call it farming, and then you have social media. You should be taking advantage of all of that right now, all right, and just contact people. Don't be a secret agent. Talk to people every single day. All right, and make sure that you're, I'm talking about make it a definite part of your schedule to talk to people every day. You got to do that if you want to take advantage of this market. Having active like I talk to top agents and they're like, oh, I've got 10 active listings now for the first time in years. I've got 15. I've got double-digit pendings. All of that stuff is good. I'm not saying that, you should take listings for shelf life. I'm just saying they could take a little bit longer to sell, but that's okay as long as you've got them priced right. That's the problem with sellers right now. They still have, they still think the market's climbing like it is. Okay, it's not. We're still going to have double-digit appreciation this year, and we did last year, and we did the year before. But from here forward, who knows? Okay, so the people who are willing to not be in denial. Remember, denial is not just a river in Egypt. Denial meaning the market has changed. Agents will be in denial. Sellers will be in denial. All right. And if you are not in denial, meaning like my presentation today would be very similar to this. Okay, look, folks, I just need you to understand when we talk about price, these are only the people that are giving you the hard time, that want to do the old, let's start high, we can always come down. My little joke with them is it's not 1985. We have the internet now. Buyers have never been more educated than they are right now. And we can start high and come down. That's like saying, I can fool them on price. No, you can't. They know what your home is worth. Even when the market was super hot, there were still expired listings and ones that weren't selling because you can overprice a market. People are intelligent. They don't go look at homes that are just crazy priced. Now it's getting even tighter. So I would look at the seller and say, look, folks, your home has doubled in value in 4 years. Some cases better than that. And if they've owned it 6 to 8, it may have tripled in value. Okay? So, let's not get greedy. Let's take advantage of the market. Like, for instance, if there are 10 buyers looking for your home like yours right now, and there's 40 homes to choose from, what if you're the best looking one? How do you become the best looking one? By having the same to offer as other people at a slightly better price. And then let's say 5 of those people have to have yours. Okay, well, all right, now we get into a multiple offer situation and may even get over asking. But you can't add the fudge on. The reason people overpay for a home is because it's their decision, not yours, Mr. and Mrs. Seller. You can't say, well, the market's going like this, so my house is worth this, but I'm going to add this fudge on. If there's going to be fudge added on, it's going to be by the buyer, not you, because they're competing against other buyers. You can't take that emotional attachment part out of the game and expect to win. So what we could do, now listen, if you're worried about having this conversation, take the listing first at whatever price. Let's say the price is $750 and it should be $650 or $675, but they want $750. You're afraid you're going to lose it. I mean, I personally would have this conversation before that, but you could always take it at $750 and then say, by the way, here's what's going on in the market today. I just thought you should know this. And let's say, and go right into that. Let's say there's 40 homes on the market, 10 buyers. All right, how do you become the best looking one? Because remember, your home has doubled in value, okay, in the last 4 years. And if you've had it for more than that, it could have quadrupled in value. All right, so let's understand that, and let's use the other homes to make yours even more stand out. It stands out more, so now 4 or 5 people have to have it. It's a multiple offer situation. So, and I think a seller should know that. And then you become the hero. When you take a price, and it's like energy vampire. When you take a listing at a price that's over the price it should be, guess what they have? They have more questions than ever. What do you do in the market, my home? When's my next open house? Aren't you going to camp out in my front yard? They have, when it's priced right and you get a lot of showings and it sells quickly, now you're the coach. They carry you on the field on the shoulders versus having every question known to man. So do you want to spend a little bit more time up front having this conversation with them? Okay. Or do you want to be beat up and then you got to lower the price? And then actually what happens is you devalue the property by doing that. I personally, as an agent, did not like doing price reductions. I definitely would not have an expired. I might have it withdrawn, but I'm not going to have an expired. So I would explain this to them because your job is not to devalue the property. Your fiduciary responsibility requires you to sell the property for the most money in the least amount of time with the fewest problems. That's your job. Okay, putting their own needs in front of yours, that's what a fiduciary responsibility means. Okay? All right, so consider those things. Okay, the opportunity is all 5 lead sources work better when there's a little bit more inventory on. Your sellers that need to see something before they list, well, they can do that now. All right. So, we're evening out pendings versus listings as a company. MLS has doubled the amount. If you were on okay, so a year ago today in like Las Vegas and in California is not quite as much as this, but I mean, like in Phoenix, there's about 120% of listings on the market now versus last year this time. So that's more than twice. Now, it's the lowest inventory in the history of Phoenix, Scottsdale. Same with Vegas, about 120% up. But from the lowest ever, it would still have to double and probably triple to even be an even market. It's still going to stay a seller's market for a while, unless it keeps climbing. Who knows? Anything can happen. But the way things look right now based on inventory and shortage and so forth, I would say it's still going to stay a seller's advantage market, if not even would be the at worst case scenario, but I don't even see it getting there. I know the interest rates are high. Oh my God, they're 5.8 on average. Oh, historically that's incredible. But I know the people that were looking in the last 6 months or a year, they don't want to hear well, when I started back in my day, there were 18%. They don't want to hear that. They don't care. They just want to know, this is what I was looking at. Buy the rate down. There's all kinds of things you can do. There's even adjustables, but at 5.8, take it. Okay, it's still an incredible rate, and you may be able to refinance it in a year or so. Okay, so those are just some of the advantages I'm talking about. Those are the things I'd be talking about with my sellers. But even more importantly, in your mind, these are things you need to know. Unless you need a vacation, take one. If you don't need a vacation, I'd recommend you look at these lead sources and decide which ones you're going to call, and decide a number of conversations you're going to have per day ahead of time. Okay, so if you have some time on your hands and you're used to doing like your sphere and maybe some farming, maybe call an expired. It's really not that bad. It's over the phone. They can't stab you, maim you, punch you, or shoot you through the phone. That's my little joke, because I used to tell myself when I was prospecting. And if you're really serious about like expireds, go visit them the day it expires. That's a great prospecting tool, folks. You go visit them. If you're with Berkshire Hathaway, you have the buy side report, which is you have all kinds of things you can show them. Okay, to show them our marketing plan and so forth to get their property sold. There's all kinds of things you can do. Okay, to get a property sold in today's market. There's all kinds of ways you can prospect to get listings into your inventory. And people, look, you will always have buyers if you have listings. That's the thing you got to keep telling yourself. And that's a fact. All right, hopefully this has been helpful. Once again, anybody has any questions, call me anytime. All of you have my cell phone number, 702-219-4329. If you're not in my coaching, I just got 9 new people in my coaching last week with my little tour through California, doing, how to really excel in the changing market, which is what we're in. And it really is a great time to excel. Okay. And you can email my assistant, Michelle, Michellea, Michelle, 1L, A, at bhhsnv.com. All right. Any questions? Call me anytime, folks. Thank you.